Right, okay, all clear. Just let Rebecca in. We can have those lights off there by the door and we can start then. Is this recording? Yes. Right.
Wait for Rebecca.
Won't move from side to side.
Good morning. You've no pyjamas?
No.
Change into these. I'll come for your clothes in a minute. Good morning, Mr. Ash. How's my basket coming along?
Not so dusty, nurse.
You're slow.
Slow, but sure.
Which bed are we stripping?
Kenneth is going out this morning.
Which one's Kenny?
I'm sure you know Kenny.
They all look the same to me.
Well, the old ones, I dare say, but he's only 19.
Multiple fractures?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Of course you're married, but even so, I would have thought you'd remember Kenny.
You just got to walk in your basket. I hope I never see another basket, to be quite frank.
Good morning. I have a message for you. It's that God gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. He's welcome to it. Isn't it wonderful news? The best ever. There is no death. I'm dying. Dying only to live. Oh, all right. God bless you. Get well soon. Good morning. I have a message for you. It's that God gave his only begotten Son to save us. All of us, you, me. So you need only believe and you shall have everlasting life. God bless you and get well soon. Good morning. I have a message for you. Good news.
From my wife, is it?
God gave his only begotten Son to save us.
I thought it was about the taxi.
All of us, you, me.
You could get them to honey and up.
Every one of us. God bless you and get well soon. Good morning.
How'd you do?
Have you heard the news?
I was just about to.
God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Rightio.
Isn't it wonderful news? There is no death.
I've got great respect for other people, please. But if what you say is true,
God bless you and get well soon.
where does that put Mr. Lucas? He was in the next bed here.
I don't want to bother you. Yes, I thought as much. You've brought my clothes.
Hang on.
Only my wife's expecting me home. And I can't walk the streets in my pyjamas.
They're mine.
There's a taxi waiting below. All my togs are in sister's room. So perhaps if you were passing on the way back, you'd be so kind as to...
Not being naughty again, are we, Doctor?
This gentleman's kindly offered to fetch my clothes.
What about some bye-byes?
Earlier on, a lady brought me a message about my wife. My eyes are going. Perhaps you.
Well, let's tuck in nice and cosy.
Only the meter will be ticking away down there.
And get some bye-byes.
Some what?
Do you want a bottle?
I want my clothes.
Let's see, shall we?
Take your bloody hands off me.
I don't call that very nice behaviour.
Been eating boiled sweets again. I can smell them on your breath.
More personal remarks?
You'll never get your weight down that way.
I've told you before.
You should try Banting's diet. Banting was so fat, you had to go down the stairs backwards.
That was probably before the arc when you were in practice all those years ago. Don't forget that. You're a patient here now, not the doctor. Tell him fibs too. Now lie down and nurse will fetch you another. And I'll take those, thank you. Nice to see him fire.
It's not a light.
Marvellous, isn't it?
Spot a bottle with Dr. Reese.
He Welsh or something?
Welsh? Oh, yes.
Oh, right.
82. Stroke. It left him paralysed on one side. Also, his brain seems at times as sound as a bell. Another time, completely in the grip of some delusion about a taxi. You must know he's never going out of here alive. But he won't give in. Spunky old blighter.
All right now. That's Nurse's favourite boy.
Near the corner, that's Mr. Flagg. Bladder trouble and complications. He was in theatre yesterday. I find if they keep you in the end beds, you can prepare to meet your maker.
That ain't.
Where they could reach you easily.
I'm only third from the end.
Oh, you'll start off near the end, under observation. We slowly work our way along to the furthest window by the balcony.
Long as we know.
That bed just happened to fall vacant this morning. Next to you, Desmond Foster, coronary. Young for that, only 40. And me, Mervyn Ash, Sammy Olsen. Been here a fortnight so far, on a blotting paper diet. Tapioca, semolina, boiled fish, chicken. A mere glimpse of semolina makes me heave. Always has. Don't ask me why.
Who's the old boy by the door?
Oh, that's Mr. Mackay. They pulled him through once or twice, but he's lost the will.
Hello, Doc. How's Doc this morning? Lovely morning, Des.
Been out.
Over to physio. It's a lovely spring day. Keep smiling, Mervyn.
We do our best, friend. Friend Tyler from up the ward. Due to have both legs off at the knee, some resonant growth, but I'm not too sure. But what a wonderful spirit. How enviable. Me, I'm up and down like a yo-yo. And when I'm down, by George. Which accounts for the ulcer, I suppose. And all this endless therapy. Occupational therapy, physiotherapy, electric therapy, chit-chat with a trick cyclist, marquetry, and basket making. Which, quite frankly, has the same appeal to me as 17.
Is the new patient ready for a
Oh,
bath?
that's you.
What?
Get a towel from your locker and have a bath.
They keep you busy. They wake you up to give you a sleeping tablet.
Yeah, she better watch it. No woman pushes me around.
Ah, I'm off then. Ta-ta, mate.
Bye, Kenny. Take care of that motorbike now. My father used to say, better 5 minutes late in this world than 50 years early in the next.
You sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, it was wonderful. I only mean, if you can't consider the pedestrians, at least think about your own skin.
People don't stop screwing for fear of knob rot. Oh, cheerio, Dad. Get well soon, my old mate.
I'm afraid you've got a one-track mind.
I ain't got a one-track mind.
Sounds like it.
Well, who wouldn't have a one-track mind? In here.
Should learn to control your appetite.
I touched up that fat nurse behind the screens a couple of times. She wouldn't cock her leg. Bye-bye, me old mate. Get well soon. Cool. Ain't got long to go.
You're old enough to have work respect.
Bye-bye, Doc. And get well soon, me old mate.
You the driver?
Eh?
My wife. Waiting down below in the taxi.
Nah?
You a patient, is it?
Yeah. Cheerio. Get well soon. Bleeding gaga.
You're never walking the streets like that.
Miguel's bought the bike.
Really? It must be school holidays then.
No. She ought to be in school, but she took the morning off to get me. I'll be taking her straight home. See, me animals have been looked after. And then get round to her. Ta-ra, mate.
Bye. Keep having trouble. You're old enough to have consideration for other people. Sometimes I've been out in my minibus, and suddenly there was several jokes in formation on my side of the road. Got the kid back more often than not. I daren't swear for fear of hurting him. Can't pull up, there's cars behind.
It's quite a giggle. But I've never gone into no one doing that. My last pile-up, I was dodging a dog. I've never killed an animal. Well, never would. I'm animal-minded.
Hitler likes animals.
Who?
Hitler. Now, he was opposed to blood sports.
Who's he when he's at home?
Never heard of Hitler?
German dictatorship of the last one.
Oh, yeah. Belston and that. Read about it. Well, must have been a giggle in there.
Oh, what?
All them naked women. I read about it.
Well, goodbye, Kenneth. I expect we'll see you again soon.
Oh, well, not if I can help it.
Twice so far.
No more.
Well, we'll keep your bed warm if you've no objections.
Oh, that all depends how.
That's enough, stop
You're
it!
getting into trouble.
No respect at all.
Oh, hear that? Get you into trouble.
Oh, Mr. Lucas's bed.
Oh, the name's yet.
You got my address? It's on my card. You pop round sometime. Have a cup of tea. Only with Granny during the day. She's stone deaf. Right. Bye-bye all. Get well soon.
You all right?
Thank you.
That's good riddance to bad rubbish.
Goodbye to you.
He's gone long ago, Doctor.
Ah, my bed, babes. Haven't even laid me yet. Aren't you supposed to be in the bath, eh? You're supposed to be in the bath. Just get in the towel, me old mate. Well, hurry up then. What way's the bath?
What's his trouble? Are you man?
He didn't say. Looks a bit poverty-stricken. No pyjamas or slippers of his own. His clothes very seedy. I used to tell my boys, a decent voice and a tailor-made suit will always put you a catalogue of scum.
Good morning. Have you heard the news?
Jesus died to give us life.
There is no death.
I know.
Isn't it wonderful
It
news?
certainly is.
God bless you.
Amen.
Well, to stop her coming round.
I don't know.
People don't want religion when they're not feeling up for work. Very nice in its proper place, but you don't want it rammed down your throat, do you?
I am religious as a matter of fact.
I think the place is supposed to be respectful of people's beliefs, because it goes no further.
I believe in reincarnation.
There you are then.
You'll find a perfect peace where joys will never cease and let the rest of the world go by.
Keeps marvellously cheerful.
Go on. Second post, one for you, Mr. Ash.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my son, Gordon. Perhaps to say he's coming in to see me.
The last for you, Mr. Flagg. I don't know, nothing for me again. You think some nice young gentleman would send me his love?
Well, I do, nurse.
Really, Mr. Foster, a married man? Look, Mr. Flagg, a postcard. Shall I read it to you? I'm covered in confusion. And there's a funny man in the front, blushing because he's got no clothes on. I'm covered in confusion. I'm a crazy goon. And I just forgot to tell you to get well soon, Daddy-O. Well, I wonder who it's from. Looks like I forgot to sign it. Never mind, you hold about that, Mr. Flagg.
He's coming in then. I didn't expect it, really. They're having a barbecue at the school. It's got to be there, I accept that. I shouldn't want him to miss it.
Is that for me? No, Dr. Reeves.
Nurse, I'd like to be moved into Kenneth's place.
Mr. Boyd will be round in a minute. Been coming for half an hour, me old mate.
And afterwards.
Your sister.
Ah, good morning. How are your waterworks? On the mend? No good. I can't hear you. What are you in a cage for?
Tried to get out too soon, Mr. Boyd.
Tried to get out too soon. You might have dropped a clanger there, mister. Feel like getting up today? Have to carry this bottle with you, all right? All done. Now, mister's had enlargement of the prostate, you remember, with hesitancy of micturition, hematuria, and acute retention. I did a retropubic prostatectomy, and mister's got a self-retaining catheter in his bladder. Why, miss? Miss Bird?
So the nursing staff can check the amount of bleeding and obviate the danger.
And why do I want him on his feet so soon? Oh, hurry up. Because the post-operative problems are pneumonia and deep vein thrombosis.
Leading to a pulmonary embolus.
And here's enough to cope with as it is. The commonest cause of arthritis at Mister's age. What's that, anyone? Wake up, wake up. A dose of clap, I should think. stricture, retention, hypertrophy, the whole caboodle. A warning to us all. Oh, it's not funny. Still, as I say, Mister's a bit past it. Mister, who's sister?
Flag.
Well, Mr. Flagg's had that particular problem behind him.
Mr. Flagg's only at half-mast day, sir.
Are you disrespectful to patients, miss?
No, sir.
I hope not. Any questions? Where's Dr. What's his name?
Last night, sir.
Oh. Ah, morning, mister. They found out who you are then.
Yes, sir. Mr. Lowe.
Mr. Loach will have to watch that. Mister's got bruised measles.
I thought he had a history of alcoholism, sir.
Exactly, doctor. Chronic gastritis. Possibly cirrhosis. Came in complaining of severe cramps and loss of memory. The memory part's been looked at by the corpus, but what do you make of the cramps?
Polyneuritis, sir.
Hooray! A touch of foot drop. We might expect paresthesia, formication, with an M for anyone about to laugh. Creepy crawlies. Get cramps, do you?
Oh, you should say that. I do get these what I call cramps in my leg.
Any trouble getting your foot off the ground?
Now that's fun you asking that. I said to wife, I don't know how many times I can't seem to get my foot off the ground.
Subject to wind.
Like anyone, sir. Repeating.
Open your mouth.
Power in the air.
Open your mouth, I said. Ooh. You come to theatre tomorrow. I'll have a look at you then.
Tell you what, sir, I'll be alright now I know where I stand.
Persuading him to take the cure, Dr. Bird.
Yes, sir.
The houseman wants an esophagoscopy.
We ought to know what his insides are like.
An illicit still, I should think. Alright, what's an esophagoscopy?
Let me see now.
Oh, never mind that.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Funny place for it, usually down the throat.
Of course.
A tube down the esophagus, taking care not to knock his teeth out.
Are you alright?
Yeah, as long as I stay on my feet. I've been on duty for 29 hours.
Do you want a mind, sir?
No, sir.
Right, sir. Ah, morning, mister. Had enough milk pudding?
The mere sight of semolina makes me heave, Mr. Boyd. Don't ask me why.
Lovely grub. How are you in yourself?
Not so dusty, sir. And then I never could feel what you call on top of the world. My doctor had done all my symptoms, then he said, by George, you're a mess. On paper.
Worry about yourself.
I get depressed. I abhor my work.
Find a hobby. Take some interest. Brass rubbing. Basket.
Oh!
Oh. I tell you what, your tummy's not much better. I want to see you in theatre tomorrow. I'll do a bit of crochet work.
Physically, I'm not too bad, sir.
Take away a bit of your stomach, you'll learn to do without it.
I thought I was on the
And
mend.
much the best. Now, Mr. Duodenals failed to respond to medical regime. So what should we do? Oh, come on, scream and hide our faces.
Polygastrectomy?
At last! Of course is a case. Can see that. Took a gramophone to scrap while I look at them. Next, sister? Ah, morning, mister. Family better?
Won't go near no theatre. As soon as I get my clothes, I'll be out of here. Can't hold me against my will.
I thought I was on the mend.
He'll fix you up. You trust him.
Oh, he's a first-rate man, Mr. Boyd. I'm taken aback, that's all.
Is he a gem bloke, me old mate?
Harley Street.
Go on.
We get the best here, don't you worry. All for the price of a
There's
stone.
no moving towards the balcony now.
You can discharge yourself.
What for?
I always been independent.
You can hardly move.
Ask these doctors, they tell you not to smoke, and they smoke more than what you or I do. You look at Churchill.
Churchill wasn't a doctor.
He never said he was.
Ready for tea, Mr. Ash?
Not today, friend. Got to rest. May drop in the morning.
What's he got to do with it?
Well, you look at the way he smoked.
Yes, but he never told you not to smoke.
No, these doctors, they tell you not to smoke.
I don't know what to tell him not to smoke.
Just you let him try me, old mate.
He smokes a pipe.
Next he'll be telling me to jack in the spirits.
3 weeks of tapioca. Down the drain.
Not bloody Russia.
We need cheering up, taking it out on themselves. Soon it'll be TV time.
Those blackies again, is it? doctor's on his way.
He ought to be moved out.
Wait till doctor's seen him.
Right.
Good morning, and how are you today? Keep smiling, soon be out of here. Good morning, and how are we today?
Not so dusty, thank you, matron.
That's the style.
When you consider half my
Keep
time has
up.
been taken away.
Good morning, and how are you today?
Eh?
Are they treating you well?
Not too bad.
That's right.
Oh, I'd like a toilet, you know,
Sister,
with a decent chain.
get this patient a bedpan.
Nurse Lake,
Sister,
get Mr. Flagg a bedpan.
No, sweet.
good morning, and how are you today?
Get Mr. Flagg a bedpan. Well, miss, I get these cramps
Good.
in my leg.
Mr. Barnett,
Keep
Oh.
smiling.
I don't want the cure.
Hello?
you had for Mr. Flagg.
Right. Morning, matron.
Good morning, and how are you today?
Lovely, matron. Everything's lovely.
That's what we like to hear, isn't it, sister? Oh, let them get well. We need the beds.
You couldn't have waited, could you?
What's this?
Get the screens.
What you bought me this for?
You said you wanted to go to the toilet.
No.
I heard you.
She said, are you all right? And I said, all right, I'd like a toilet with a decent chain. You know, like I'm used to at home.
Mr. Flagg doesn't want a bedpan. He only said he was looking forward to a toilet with a decent chain.
Do us a favour, Mary Pickford. Matron says do this. Royal command.
Come along, Mr. Flagg.
Knickers down and...
Upsy daisy. There.
Mr. Mackay,
Well, it's all doctor.
Where's Her Majesty?
on the balcony.
how do you feel?
Ah, doctor.
Nurse, this patient's had the screens round.
Mr. Barnett. More screens for the patient.
But they're all being used. Up here, look.
Nurse,
Oh, coming. Master Barnett.
Coming!
Shall I take you off, Mr. Flagg?
Oh, I never wanted to come on here in the first place. No, you better leave me.
oh yes, thank you, nurse. Price for plate for infusion. This patient should be in terminal ward. Ask sister to arrange it. I'll be at the ambulance if you want me.
Whoa, doctor. I've way if you're going out.
It's coming down the other side.
Mr. Flagg to terminal ward. Come along, Mr. Mackay. Let's go for a nice long ride.
Chuff, 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 chuff. Whee!
Those chairs are anyhow, sister. Put them straight.
Nurse Lake,
Sister.
those chairs are anyhow.
No, sweet.
Put them straight.
Those chairs are anyhow.
Mr. Barnett.
Put them straight.
Those chairs are anyhow. Put them straight.
We're moving the beds as they fall vacant, because I'm glad to be able to tell you that the whole ward is due for an extensive facelift, which I'm sure you will agree is long overdue. The walls will be in washable avocado pear, the curtains and counterpanes in cockle stone, high-level louvres at the window, King Fun's bed with slimline mattresses. Into the jet age with one big jump. Ah, another one gone there, sister?
Looks like it.
Good, good. Keep them moving.
Dear oh Lord.
Musical evening.
Her Majesty gone?
She's gone, yeah.
Desmond, I've just this minute noticed something. What's that, Mervyn? I'm in the end bed.
Okay, fine. Right, can you come down to the...
No, I need
Little funny show.